Ghanaian musician and screen goddess Mzbel has been talking about her past, the mistakes she made, and then the kind of things she would want to rectify. It is normally said that none of us came into this world with a life syllabus that guides us as to how we live our lives. We only learn from the mistakes we make after biting our fingers at a point in time. Mzbel has been talking about why she gave birth in the first place. According to the screen goddess, she gave birth because she was cursed. According to her, a friend of her placed the curse on her, said onimna okoye abortion obewu obenya complications and all that. According to Mzbel, life was good. She was living life. She was flying outside the country, enjoying whatever she wanted to enjoy. So she really didn't see the essence of giving birth. That is why it took her so long for her to give birth. She's been sharing her story and then the kind of things she even had to go through before she gave birth. She's also been talking about John, her adopted son who has been taken away from her. But before that, let us listen to Mzbel make this shocking revelations to National Call on Assassin Radio.
Keep doing the bad things to me, they will go and come back and I'll take them again, and it happens again and again and again. But John is my son.
Yes.
I didn't think he will ever walk away. Even if I hate him, yell at him.
How old was he when he died?
19.
So you took care of him for 16 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't expect that he will just walk out. I'm your mother. I'm supposed to yell at you. I'm supposed to insult you when you are wrong. I'm supposed to be what a mother is supposed to be. So I don't know why I went wrong. He did something and I got upset. And I decided to punish him. And I called his mother and I asked her that, see, John hasn't seen any struggle before in his life. He's been rosy all this while. So please, for once, I want to punish John. I want him to come and live in Choco for 2 weeks so he can see that people actually wake up in the morning to go and fetch water to bath, queue to get water to bath, queue to even go to, into the toilet. People go through stuff to get some small comfort, but with him he just has to say, okay, there's a new iPhone, I want it, he'll get it. I want a MacBook, he'll get it. I want this, he'll get it. So he doesn't know that I struggle or I work to get it. He feels like you need to want it and you have it. So let him come and stay in Choco for 2 weeks so he can see real life. And then don't let him go out. So I didn't let him take any clothes. I didn't let him take his phone. Let him stay with you for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I'm sure when he comes back home and I offer him this, he will understand why it's supposed to be like that. And the mother agreed. After 2 days, my family came and said, no, this boy, the way you raised him, he can't live in Choco. So we are bringing him back. Let's all think of the best way to punish him. But letting him stay in Choco, he will come back with something different. And I agreed. And then he came back home. That evening, the mother came back and said, Mama won't be like her. I'm like, it's not your bile. He's been my bile all this while. He's my child.
Yeah.
So she was at the gate making noise, bam, 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 bam. I didn't let her in. I told her, okay, listen, you go and come the next day. I'll speak to the entire family. If they agree, and then you can take the boy away. And then she came back. Apparently, when the boy went to stay with her a couple of days, she gave him a young phone. So they've been communicating. And I know very well that at his age 19, he wants some kind of freedom to fool around, to go here. I allow him sometimes, but everywhere he is, we will have like a video call. I need to see your friends. I need to find out if their parents are comfortable with. Like, I need to know. So it's not like he's my so strict. I mean, baby, but he wanted that. I know that because he's my son. And he manipulates. Yeah, so the few days he spent with his mother, I don't know, I think they
brainwashed him.
Yes. And then he manipulated his mother. My son John, he's smart.
The kids nowadays are really
he's
smart.
John is very, very smart. So I know his mother has some bitterness in her. Because she doesn't like the fact that people will say, oh, Jamie's born. If it's not because of Mzbel, your son, you won't have a good child among your kids. So that thing really irritates her.
Okay, so I guess you've heard it from the horse's own mouth and all that Mzbel has said. And also she's been talking about John, how she even adopted John in the very first place. According to Mzbel, she nearly knocked down John with her car at RAV4 when she was driving somewhere in Jamestown some time ago. And that was what triggered her to pick John into her car and take the boy home, live with the boy, cater for the boy, and do every other thing for the boy. According to her, she still remains the mother of the boy, even though there's been complications. Ebusuafo bekaya yeji akra we free Mzbel and semno Mzbel eba social media Mzbel ebesun ye pan because ohwe odona badaya ode ahwe John all these years now. All of a sudden no abeji John free and semno. She's been talking about how she adopted John in the very first place, but answer na no but me kai mo say account spa and cosmetic na omo aso masne amede program yi ebrem Ebusuafo yenkoti Mzbel emra yeba yebedi nkomo.
I haven't from Jamestown. All of a sudden, I'm seeing money. I'm traveling the world, and it's fun. And then all of a sudden, I have to pause it, marry, make babies. No, when I can easily go to Jamestown and get children. So I didn't want to have kids, but and I have Anita Wusu. She always keep telling me, Nana, wo ubenu wo dia wo baako wo dia minimum sa wo penko forma, but wo dia baako pe wo dia obesel. And I didn't. And then when I was pregnant with this one, I didn't want to keep it. She, oh yeah, she cursed me. Anita cursed me out of fear of something happening to me. I kept it. She told me, like she said weird stuff. I'm like, and at the time, so my baby daddy, I wasn't sure whether he wanted me to keep it or not. Because we travel the world and we're having fun. Now if I'm pregnant, I'm thinking, okay, now he will get a new girlfriend and he'll be traveling and I'll be seeing it. So but I need to also make sure that I'll keep this baby. And now I have my own. And yes, Anka. Now she couldn't be because this it still hurts. I would have killed myself because this boy just left. And I pleaded with him nicely. Even though he has been a bad boy and I was trying to punish him. At the point, I feel like, okay, maybe I have to beg him to come. So I asked him, John, are you sure of what you are doing or you are confused? Because John is smart. So I asked him, are you confused? Is something happening to you that you don't understand? So I didn't want to use the word like spiritual because he won't understand. So I was trying to ask him, is there something going on that you don't understand?
And he still left.
He left.
You know, this thing that you said.
Okay, so that was Mzbel talking about John, how she adopted John and all of that. And then also she's been talking about how what led the circumstances that led to John leaving her and all of that. At a point in time, John's mom was bitter because Oshane Maninya as a John na ye na sa attribute no ya the man Mzbel sa enumunyam no Mzbel na eji afase okra omano obi anye ye esan say John Mzbel kotina ye no entina John na ye Mzbel say ade ana John pe bia no oye man because she treated Mzbel was basically John's mother, and then John was also son ade ana John pe bia oye man no na ye bekwa kwhwe video no na mamun kai mo say account spa and cosmetics say bro man so ye do you need that facial, do you need that pedicure, do you need that manicure? All you have to do is to visit account spa and cosmetic. Their numbers are on the screen right now. And then you want to also learn advanced massage therapy, account spa and cosmetic are the people to call. Let us listen to Mzbel. She really regrets a lot of things and a lot of mistakes she made in the past. So no dear on Nyanka 6 or 6 children. Mzbel.
It's like that's all you have. Even when there's a mosquito flying around, you have to start spraying things to make sure that nothing happens to you. Everybody must have their own children, and you must have plenty, maximum like 6. They become your friends, they become your family, and you have to raise them well. You have to raise them the way you feel. Otherwise, if you don't raise them well, they'll grow up and become your enemies. One thing I've learned through this challenge. So you have to have your own kids and you have to raise them well. You have to bond with them. And see, there's something about DNA that nobody can change. No matter how hard I try to change John, polish him, fall in love with him, and the DNA, I'm not his DNA. So they connect them. One moment that his mother says, she followed him. He left. He left.
Would you take him back?
No, I won't take him back.
Are you sure?
I don't know. For now, I'm still in. I can't.
Because you are his mother at the end of the day.
I am his mother. I am John's mother, and the mother can never stand anywhere and say that John is his son. Let me tell you how I picked John. I went to Jamestown one day driving my RAV4, and I almost knocked a kid down. And when I got down, it was John. And he was wearing shorts and he was holding his t-shirt. The shorts was torn, it was dirty. And I grabbed him, I put him in the car. I said, "Kai mami banyeka la kenkeleti. Ka agbele sku enkele baba." So on the way I shopped, I bought his clothes, and that's how he became my son. And then after, when school resumes, I said he has to go back. He doesn't want to go back. And then he started learning how to speak English because of the school I took him to. So the mother said, "Okay, well, I'm your calling." And that was it. I should have done papers. Well, I shouldn't make. I don't know if I'm talking too much, but
No, you're not.
this is how I feel. Everybody must, if you want to help somebody's child, it's fine. But have your own children. Have your own children, no. You don't know how you feel. You must have your own children. At least maximum 6. If one needs to count the best year, at least 3 or 4. They become your friends, they become your family. Don't wait till 22 and what I say, have your own children. Me, my son, on that 20, I'll start telling him, impregnate people as many as you can. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's not listening. By the way, Mzbel baby is in the studio. He's on his phone. But I'm really grateful that somebody like you would talk about, the importance of having family. Because it's a real challenge that a lot of it's a struggle as a lot of young women will experience at some point in their life. Because we're very consumed with all the things we want to have.
Yes.
But before you know it, you're growing older and you feel
I remember
like,
I used to say it's not the right time. I always say it's not the right time. And Anita keeps telling me that there is no right time. There is no right time. We are now. Hey,
Okay, so that was Mzbel. It's quite a sad story from all that she has said. At a point in time, she had it all. She was having all the fun in the world, and then giving birth wasn't really a big deal because some celebrities or some females become celebrities, and then they think that giving birth or childbirth at a point in time becomes a distraction. It is almost in every aspect of our society where you walk into certain places. Oba nyem ana oba fanyense na okowupe na ejuma astole na ejuma abafom and all of that. So a lot of women choose to be career women. Obebi wo born 1, born 2, or no not we because of the stress of them. But Mzbel is a good woman, and then we pray that all that she has sowed into the lives of all those children, one day she's going to reap. Mzbel is one woman who really loves children. By side interview for that is Mzbel's story for you. I'm sure say you've also learnt a thing or two from it. But then the ball is in your court, and as some people say, the court is in your ball. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel on YouTube as Ghana page. Follow us across social media on Facebook, GHP News, on Instagram at GHP News, on Twitter at GHPage_com. You can also visit our website www.ghpage.com. My name remains Gypsum, and I'm always your MC General. How are you guys?